Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. This is Dylan with Tucson Future Classics, and that is our 2023 Kia EV6. Quick walk around and story time on this EV6. So what is an EV6? What makes it so cool, and why is this particular one noteworthy? Well, that's easy. The EV6 was Kia's first true shot across the bow of Tesla. This is their first real, true Model 3 competitor. Now, granted, they'd been electrifying vehicles for years, the Souls and the Neros. But in 2021, when this came out, this let Elon know they were coming. Because Kia, along with Hyundai and their luxury brand Genesis, all decided to share this platform to underpin the Ioniq 6, the EV6, and the Genesis GV60. What that means is this particular one has a 77 kilowatt hour battery pack, a single 225 horsepower motor, and most importantly, an 800 volt architecture. That 800 volt architecture means it can charge faster, more efficiently use the electricity that it has, and if you need to bury the pedal, it can dump more energy more quickly than a lower voltage system could. It also enables you to do one pretty cool thing with the energy density in it. You want to talk about value. That button there that says hold, that allows this thing to do V2L charging, or vehicle to line, basically enabling you to use your EV6 as a generator or a portable battery backup for your house if your wiring can handle it. The only other EVs that can do this are like the Ford Lightning, the Hummer EV, and some of the Rivians. Speaking of clever engineering, you don't get a full frunk on these because they pushed the inverter and a lot of the drive units as far forward as they can to maximize interior space, but you do get a fully weather sealed and illuminated storage box up here under the hood, along with really easy access to the few things you need to worry about touching. Windshield washer fluid, that's your coolant for your battery pack, inverter, and drive units. Over here you've got your brake fluid reservoir, fuse box, and the 12 volt accessory battery. Super duper simple, and the fact that they actually thought to finally line these and weather seal them makes that a great little storage space. Opening up the back hatch here on the Kia is that big old lift back, powers itself open. Take a look in here and we see the original Kia charging kit that came with it, still bubble wrapped, and this one is that V2L adapter to feed power back into your home. Most likely they had their own built-in charger, so they didn't need to use Kia's portable charger. But for the back here, you've got tabs here and here. Back seats fold all the way flat. And if we tilt down, under here you've got a little bit of storage space, which you can make more storage space by pulling forward, tipping it up, and then you can load up this little area down here. Very clever use of space, taking advantage of the flat floor where the EV battery pack is on the back end of the car. All right, there's a ton going on here in the captain's seat of the EV6, so we'll make it quick. Starting with the buttons: power windows, power mirrors, power door locks, exactly what you'd expect. Dimmer for your screens, charge door lock, hold on the rear door so it won't shut on somebody, electronic parking brake here, and traction control right there. On your stalks, you've got your regular headlight controls with automatic headlights, so you can just set it and it'll automatically kick them on, kick them off as you need, even turning them on with the wipers, which are over on this side. Same thing, wipers have an auto feature as well where it senses rain on the windshield and just goes. It's pretty cool stuff. Over here, these are your advanced cruise control features, basically adaptive cruise. You've got lane keep there, following distance here, set your speed here, and then these in the middle control your pages up top. So like most modern cars, you've got a ton of nerdy stuff in this display, like showing relative positions of vehicles around you, all of your trip and mileage information showing overall efficiencies, that kind of stuff. Ton of information, and it even ports over some turn-by-turn directions from the big screen over there. But we're not on screens yet. We're still on buttons. This side, these are your radio controls. Modal control, you know, AM, FM, XM, Bluetooth, auxiliary, all that stuff. This it'll do is voice control, so you can yell at the car and it'll do stuff, theoretically. Answer and hang up phone calls, volume up, volume down, mute, page up, page down. The only other thing of note here that is important to your driving experience are these two paddles, left and right. The left paddle increases your regen up to a maximum of 4, and if you hold it in, it'll engage what's called I-pedal, one pedal driving. On the right-hand side, you can knock it all the way down to 0 and turn regen off, or hold that down and it'll go into auto, which is a smart or adaptive level of regeneration. Pretty clever stuff. Over here, speaking of clever, this is wild. This screen, this is your full climate control screen, so you don't have to worry about the big one up ahead. All your directions are here. But you hit this, and now it becomes hard buttons, well, hard touch points to access the main features on the screen. So like your hotkeys for getting to everything. It's a really clever solution to maximizing what you can do without taking up a ton of space. Pivoting down, we have got heated and cooled seats, driver and passenger. This is how you actually kick the thing on, and a rotary dial for drive, reverse, and neutral, with park in the center. Auto hold will keep you in place on a hill. Parking sensors here, additional cameras you can fire up here. Right here in the middle, this is a wireless charger. It's a really cool little pad. Put it on, you'll see a little bar here light up. Boom, your phone's taking charge. And down here, speaking of charging and charging options, it's pretty dark. We've got a USB, a dedicated USB-C charging port, as well as an additional charge port and a 12-volt cigarette lighter down below. In the middle here, nothing particularly noteworthy, just a big, deep center console under your armrest. You've got your 2 cup holders here, and if you happen to have something a bit bigger, this does remove to make more space for, you know, things and whatnot. Maybe if you stand up a pack of fries or some chicky nuggies, I don't know, you do you. Up here on the screen, a ton of stuff you can do here, but you scroll side to side to access from your main screen to your menus, and you've got every option you could ever want in here. Way too much for me to get into in this video. Everything from your EV efficiencies and driving profiles, where the nearest charging stations are, to full in-depth climate control options. I could take probably 20 minutes just going through all of this, and I'm not going to kill all your time doing that. So over here, you've got a big glove box, and you know it's a big glove box because that's my dealer plate all the way in it, and it shuts. Other things of note are the perforated leather seats, which are really nice. These floating headrests, while they look kind of funky, they work really good. And I can't see it on this side, so I'll pop my door and show you all. A very, very nice tag, the Meridian Surround Sound enhanced audio system in this car. It's pretty darn cool, and it bumps. But let's jump in the back seat and then take this thing for a spin. Right, back seat on the EV6. Clever touches don't stop up front. We here in the back get vents mounted to the B-pillars, driver and passenger, which do a really good job of moving air. Like, most of them have the 2 little vents there that don't do much of nothing. Those 2 put air right on you. We also have integrated into the front seats USB-C charge ports for fast charging of phones back here. The doors both have water bottle sized pockets, and we've got perforated leather back here too with your child seat anchors, driver and passenger. We've got the obligatory armrest with cup holder or open storage for like plopping a phone in or something. And I'll spin this around. These back seats are reclined pretty far back. So I'm 6'1", 260 pounds. This seat here is further back and down than I usually drive because I was just filming up front. but I've got all the clearance in the world with my knees here. I can kind of man spread and make myself comfy. And if I just kind of hunker down, like, I could fall asleep back here. This kind of rocks. Pulling out of our parking garage, I'll show you quick what one pedal driving really does. I come up to this red light ahead, but going over the streetcar tracks, pretty darn quiet in here. I mean, it is a 2-year-old EV with less than 21,000 miles. You'd expect the NVH to be pretty good, but I'm rolling. I lift my foot just straight off the pedal, brings us to a perfect stop, and it maximizes the electricity because you're regaining electricity. You're charging the car as you slow down. Great way to really stretch that range. As I get on the highway here, real quick primer on that advanced cruise control. This little guy here, you'll see iPedal turns off and the sensor suite kicks on. And now, as we merge on the highway, get into open traffic, it detected that truck and slowed me right down. But now you can just set whatever speed you want, and it will automatically maintain your speed or following distance from the vehicle in front of you, which you can control and change how far it keeps back. Very clever system, and once that little green light is lit up there, while it isn't a true like self-driving everywhere thing, it does have pretty strong lane centering. And watch what happens when this Ram comes out in front of me. See? Slowed us right down. And if I increase our following distance, it's going to see this Lexus and reel us right down. Our cruise is set at 75 right now, but this Lexus is doing right around 55, 60. So it slows us down and maintains our distance to them. Now when I need to jump off the highway, I hit my blinker, steering turns off, and lane change and merge done. Last little bit of driving here, I'm going to take us down some really rough municipal and like residential roads. Let you listen, you know, no clunks or bangs or any undue noise from the suspension, and just hear how this thing handles everything through here. Now, this being an EV and a big hatchback with a big open space in it, you'll have a little bit more resonance of sound than you would in a sedan, an equivalent sedan, but pretty quiet, pretty composed, even over bigger imperfections like that manhole cover and stuff. Spin her around real quick, show you a quick 0 to 40 to 0, full acceleration, full ABS braking, just to give you a taste of how well this thing puts its power down. So, drive mode, let's go right into sport, gauge cluster changes, and let's see if there's anything hiding in the suspension or brakes at wide open throttle. 3, 2, 1, go. I'd say not. Boom! Full ABS to a stop. And like all EVs, it uses a combination of regen and physical brakes to reel itself in even quicker. Back home at our little dirt lot to wrap everything up here on our EV6. If you've liked what you've seen so far and you want to see and learn more about this car, please go to our website, TucsonFutureClassics.com. On our site, there will be the full listing on this car, which will have a suite of photos, the Carfax vehicle history report, and a written description. I do have to ask, however, when you all are ready to come down and check this out, please give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email to info@TucsonFutureClassics.com, or hit us up on Facebook Messenger or slide into our Instagram DMs. We are an appointment-only dealership, and there are only 4 of us down here. I do hope I've given you everything you could ever want or need to know to make an informed decision on this EV6. And if I have done that, well, I've been Dylan. We'll see you soon.